All right, we are off on our trip. Truck is loaded and we are heading to go camp for the night. It is 92 as of right now. I pulled out at 95, but I'm gonna show you guys real quick. So it is blistering hot, but we are heading there. We're gonna stick it out, hopefully the whole night, in the tent, near the water. It's supposed to be 62, I think. So got the kayak. Hopefully I can catch some fish, and we can eat some fish too. So we'll see what happens. Here we go. All right, we've made it. We're gonna verify that there's nobody down here. I mean, there's no cars, but still. There's that makeshift campsite still. It's still here. I've taken a couple pictures of it to make sure, just to make sure nobody is down here, you know, camping there or whatever. Nothing has moved in the last 2-3 weeks I've been here, so there was somebody over here cutting wood. So anyway, we're gonna walk down here real quick, make sure everything's good, and then we're gonna set up camp. Like we're the only ones. That's a good thing, I guess. Anyway, hopefully. Oh yeah, I figured he'd go in. Anyway, we're gonna go up and get the boat off, and I don't know if I'm gonna fish right here. There's some fish in here, obviously, or go on down to the main reservoir. One of the 2 days I'm gonna do. One or the other, haven't decided yet, but anyway, yeah. It is windy, so I hope this wind muff does what it's supposed to. Let's get this day started, guys. All right, we're trying to get in the water here, and he decided to take a little swim. Water's cold, and it's when we got out of the truck it was 92. No, we got in the truck it was 94, and when we got here it was 87. Wish I had showed you, but anyway, too far to walk back up right now. But he's ready to go out and look. Good boy. All right, let's go. Yeah, one dog that is not okay with this is this dog right here. He doesn't like being out here. But we're out. We shoved off, as you can see. Ought to be interesting. Hopefully we catch a few trout here. You know, we're gonna look around and see what we can see. Even though you can't see it, there's an eagle that just literally went down the water and he's caught a fish. He's just in the water. It was the coolest thing I think I've ever seen. He swooped down. He swooped down there, and I mean, it was like, I saw him coming, I was like, what in the heck? And he went straight down, wham! Got that fish. The rest's history. We haven't seen a fish in here one yet, but it's okay. Still having a good time. Got my GoPro soaked without a waterproof cover on it. Anyway. This is what it's all about, guys. Alright, well, we didn't catch any fish, obviously. Did see that eagle, though. That was pretty awesome. I will have to say, that eagle was fantastic. I'm hoping to take my camera with my zoom lens down there and catch him. I'm sure he'll probably be there again. Anyway, it's getting overcast, which really sucks because it's not calling for rain. So we're gonna go down to the big area down over there. We're just gonna walk for now. So the deepest I saw here, just in case you guys are around here and you guys are wondering, the deepest my little fish finder read was 8.4 feet deep. And it seems like when I was younger, this place was massively deep. Probably after all the flood and then everything that came, probably, I would say it probably had a little something to do with it. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and get ready. Have my tent down here. I'm probably going to set that up and go down and catch some fish. All right, guys, we have obviously picked our campsite out. Just got out of the water. I believe Bailey actually loves it. What we're going to do is we're going to set this tent up, and I have been seeing that eagle fly right through here quite often now. So I think what we're going to do after we set the campsite up, we're going to take a walk down there and see if we can see him again, because he is a beautiful eagle. Actually, I think there's two. I'm not 100% certain. Definitely know there's one. And obviously the GoPro didn't catch what I wanted it to catch, because there's no zoom really. And if there was a zoom, don't know if you could see it, but yeah, he comes swooping down, and I mean, it hit the water. You could, from where I was at the end, you could, like this. That's what it sounded like. And then he come up with a damn, looked like a trout or some kind of a fish, but it's pretty awesome. And then, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes later, he was back in the water again. That's when I recorded it. And it was just amazing. This place is phenomenal. And like Trailheads always says, Craig, always take your trash with you, because I come down here, people are turds, plain and simple, and there is trash here. I will be taking it with me, even though it's not mine. And yeah, I need to get this set up. Sun's kind of going down. We got about 3 hours or so of light left. Still need to get some wood, and it's just gonna be a good day. Alright, so we got the tent up now, me and Bailey. Even though he didn't help much, he kind of just stood around and was like, what? He was whimpering the whole time. Well, he was whimpering a little bit of the time, because I think he realized now we're staying out here. So anyway, I got the tent up. I don't usually peg it down too well, because usually I'm in it and there's not any high winds to worry about. It's a little windy here today, but it's not that bad. More than likely, I probably won't even keep the cover on all night. I don't want the dew to fall on us, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. And usually I always put a tarp up under my tent, and I forgot. I went off, forgot it. So I need a lightweight tarp. If anybody knows of a good one, I just need a smaller one, a very lightweight, packable, that is not only good for a tent, but good for if you're in a rainstorm, you can just flip it out, and it's very packable. Yes, I know they're expensive, so leave me a comment down below and let me know a good tarp that's good. So anyway, we are going to go back down this trail here, and we're going to walk on out and hopefully catch the eagle. Alright, so if it's one thing that I have learned, some people don't want to come out here and camp in the heat. Now I will say this, temperature has dropped a lot. It's not 90 degrees anymore. If I had to guess, I would say it's probably in the low 80s, and I wanted so bad to go down in that water and swim, but whew, damn, it was brisk. And I did bring my swim trunks, I think I mentioned that, but wow, it's cold. So we're going to try to sneak up around the corner here and see if we can get that eagle on camera, because I did see him. As soon as I turned the camera off, I looked down over there and he was flying around circling. So hopefully we'll be able to get him on tape. This dumbass right here thought that I'm going to show you here in a second. He got on this pipe, and I'm going to show you, and just jumped off and was gone. You can see the hole where he was. That's where he was. He was on this pipe and he jumped. He thought that was grass. Gone. And he came up over there. Now, I almost decided to record, and I said, nah, I'll be alright. Might not catch a fish here, blah, blah, blah. Man, that would have been perfect. First cast, caught a fish. Oh, perch. There he is. Not what I'm looking for, folks. I'm going to go ahead and throw him back. Alright, I'm about done fishing. I'm going to fly this drone here. Launch it from my hand and see if I can see any fish or anything in the Who knows? Damn, I was flying the drone and he came right in front of me. I couldn't grab the camera quick enough. Oh, it was so awesome. Here he comes. Well, definitely hard to believe that sucker was out here. And I think I got him on the drone, not 100% certain, because I was flying the drone back, and all of a sudden, boom, he come out of nowhere, grabbed the fish. Of course, I didn't see him catch the fish, but I saw the fish in his talons. It's pretty awesome. So hopefully I got it. Probably not. It's okay. Because I'm going to come here first thing in the morning and see if we can get him, because he'll be fishing again. But I need to go back to the camp now and start preparing, for the night, getting wood and stuff, because that's going to be important. And I believe old Bailey's pretty hungry, so we're going to go. All we're having tonight is hot dogs and baked beans. Yummy. All right, we got to go find some wood. It's getting dark, as you can probably tell, and we don't even have a stitch of wood. I mean, I did bring some because time constraints. This is actually, the funny thing is I wasn't even planning on doing a video or going camping or anything. I just was like, you know what, spur of the moment thing. I just decided to pack up and go. So I kind of have a little too much stuff with me, but that doesn't really matter. I did bring, like I said, some wood because I did want to be cutting all day, and I didn't catch any fish, and that was fine. I mean, well, I did. I caught that couple little perches, but I'm not eating them things. Well, I wanted some trout, so hopefully in the morning, I'm gonna go on down to the bigger part, drag the kayak down there, and just hopefully catch some trout. And if I do catch those, I will probably go ahead and cook them on an open flame, either for breakfast or for lunch or something. But anyway, we're going to get some wood right now, and we're gonna hike around, look around stuff. That sun is just about over the mountain. It's peeking through the trees, and then we're gonna eat. As me and Mr. Bailey are sitting here walking this road here. This road comes probably about from start to finish, which is way up there. I would say it's probably close to 3/4 of a mile, maybe a mile. And just it's funny how I was just sitting here just reminiscing about when I was younger, how we would go camping like in the woods like this, my cousin and I, and we would have, you know, propane lanterns and propane everything. I mean, there's the gas grills, you know, blah blah blah. We never really thought about cooking over an open fire. I mean, we tried to, but you know, we just decided to pots and pans and all that jazz. Come a long way since then. Things are a lot better, obviously, and it's just, I don't know, it's just so crazy. One thing that I can't stand to see, even this far back in the woods, is stuff like I'm going to show you. It's just, this is what gets roads shut down. This is what gets this is what gives us a bad name. Let me show you real quick. Really curious why there is a rubber glove there. Maybe they didn't have a condom, I don't know. But anyway, I mean, if somebody comes down this road tonight while I'm sleeping, obviously I'm not near the road, but I'll be able to hear them. They're going to be in here probably for that reason right there, drinking beer or going mudding. And I ain't talking about the same kind of mudding you're thinking about. So we're going to pick up some wood. We found some wood along the way. I got that knife that I mentioned before that I wanted to give a full review on. We're going to use it to chop up a little bit of wood from my stove so we can make our hot dogs. Probably just going to make them, and I may even just cook them over the open fire because I really don't have anything to cook other than the beans, and I'm okay eating them cold. So, and I don't think he cares. So he's going to have some beans too. So hopefully he doesn't stink up the whole tent while we're sleeping. All right, I need to get some wood, and we need to head back to camp because in about an hour and a half it's going to be dark. Well, no kidding. Just as soon as I turned the camera off, we decided to walk up here a little bit more. And as soon as I started walking up here, saw a car coming. I was like, what? Of course, he didn't even hear it, but they're still sitting up here. I don't know who it is. It's a white vehicle, and they come right here. You can see the skid marks. They saw me, and right here, they spun their tires to get out of here. You can see right here where it's all spun up. And then if you can see, it spun and then spun out of here. Maybe those are the people with a rubber glove. Really weird if you ask me, but I don't know. I've seen that car here before, and last time I was here, I was in my car, so they wouldn't even know who the hell I was. But anyway, we're gonna go up here for another quarter of a mile and then turn around, and we got some wood back up here stacked up, and start a fire. One thing I have found here that I really like. Now this is a stock trout stream. I'm gonna show you guys, and when I do the cold weather camping next time, this is where I may come. I mean, you are right down here in the elements. I mean, you got a trout stream here, over there you've got water that can boil. The only bad thing about this area right here is anytime there's any kind of ice, literally, on the road, they close this road down right now, and you will not come down it. Anybody who knows this area, the reservoir, knows that road up there, when you get on the hardtop, it's pretty terrible. Especially when there's ice on it, because they do not plow it. They don't treat it. It is what it is until it melts. All right, in true Mountaineer Outdoors fashion, this is all I could find. People must be really drinking themselves to death, because this is literally all I could find. There was beer and stuff, but as far as anything that just didn't say Bud Light or stuff I already had on video, that's all I could find. No idea what it's gonna taste like. It says Sex on the Beach, and I can pronounce this one. Flawless mixture of orange, peach, and cranberry. Better than you know what. So, anyway, I guess it's gonna be good. It's really cold, thank goodness. But anyway, we're gonna cook up here, I think, just to keep the animals at bay, so we don't have to worry about them coming down on us. But we're gonna go ahead and take the firewood down here right now and get our fire kind of set up. I'm gonna bring my cook stuff back up here. I had it down there, but I think I'm gonna cook it up here. All right, well, because I left so early, I didn't even bring an axe, so I'm literally down to using this to chop my firewood up. Now, I do have some small pieces, but I still have some pretty big pieces, and I need to go ahead and make sure that I can baton them down a little bit. So Now this is a very, I'm not gonna say a small knife, but it's not a huge knife either. I will leave the link down below in my Amazon. Now, one thing about this knife, I'm gonna tell you, is I did already use it several times. I will make some fire sticks. Not gonna use them. I'm not a big fan of those anyway. I mean, they work obviously, but I don't know. I don't know why people think they gotta show that, but I'll show you. It's still sharp. I batoned a pile of wood. Now, nothing as big as I'm gonna baton today. Hopefully this will, I mean, like I said, I mean, there's my hand, so you can kind of see about how long the blade is. So it's not super long, but it's long enough. I'm hoping that it will go through the wood and baton. I do have my BK2 Becker also. Always carry that with me, but I have no hatchet, no anything else other than this and a handsaw. So we're gonna hope to goodness that this works. If not, I'll be cutting a bunch of little round pieces of wood out here just to get my fire going, and then I'll use the bigger logs for night logs. So let's go ahead and let's see if we can baton some of this wood, see what happens. We're gonna start out with a fairly small piece here just to make sure I can do it. And this is the piece I'm going to be using to hit with, because I need a pretty heavy piece. So let's go ahead and see if indeed this will baton this piece of wood. I feel pretty certain it will, but we'll see. Pretty damn good. Let's try a bigger piece. If I'm going to use this one to get this piece, I'm going to have to shave it down and then try to cut it in one shot, because even my BK2 Becker will probably be too small for this. There we go. I believe it'll work. Now, I'm not gonna sit and bore you chopping all my wood up. It's gonna take some time, so I'm gonna have to pause this and just do my thing, and then take my wood down there and be ready for a fire. Come back up here and cook. So let me get at it. All right, I do want to show you guys real quick the feather sticks. You see, there's none made here. There's none laying here. So we're gonna just use this piece of wood right here and see what happens. Now, this is after I use this to chop all my wood. I don't know if you can see it right here or not. Let me make sure I can show you. This is what I processed right here, all this wood. So, and a little bit more laying down here. Let me show you now the feather sticks. Now, I'm not the best at feather sticks, and that you may say that's probably the reason why you don't like them. No, I don't like them because, well, they take too long, and I have other stuff I could use in the woods. Now, if this was a dire emergency, yeah, I really need to use these, obviously I would. But there's a knot right there, so that's gonna, let me cut that thing out. All right, here we go. Now you can see it's doing it, and it's sharp. It's very sharp still. These freaking bugs are eating me up. I might put some pants on and probably a long sleeve shirt before too long, because they are literally eating me up. All right, with my wood basically processed and everything ready to go. I've been mentioning before throughout my channel, if you followed my channel, guys, I mention all kinds of stuff, and sometimes it takes me a year to do reviews. Sometimes it takes me months to tell you about something else when I mention it, but I bought this survivor cord right here. This is the actual survivor cord. And then I bought this PS Cook survivor cord. I'm going to see what the difference is between the two. Now, these people did not send this to me. This is, whatever I say from here on out is clearly what I think. So both of these are 100 feet, and this one here, the actual survivor cord, has more stuff in it, I believe. I will start my fire with this tonight to see here. I will use the good stuff for my stove, and then I'll use the cheap stuff down there at the campsite to start the fire. So we're gonna see which one's better. I don't know, because I've never used any of this stuff. I didn't even know this existed until a buddy of mine, we were camping, told me about it. I was like, huh, ain't that crazy? So anyway, long story short, how come people say that it's never short? I'm gonna open this. It's never even been opened yet. I'm gonna open it now. Yeah. Why don't we just use the old knife there and see. All right, let's see. I've never taken either one of these out, obviously. Let's see. All right, here it is. Survivor cord. Now that feels good. Oh, by the way, this one right here is made in America, so that's why I promote a made in America more than anything. So, but I'm still very new to this, so we're going to see which one is better. And then this one here is made in China, obviously, and let's open it up and see how this one feels. Well, they kind of feel almost exactly the same, so the feeling is about the same. And they try to mimic. It's funny because Chinese people always try to mimic what we do, you know. But yeah, let's see what happens. This is going to be for the campfire down at the lake, and this is going to be for here. So we're going to take a little chunk and see. I don't want to really unravel it too much yet, but we're going to take about this much right here and see if we can. So that's probably what, 3 foot, almost 2.5 feet. We'll go ahead and we'll cut this off. Don't cut your hand off, because I'm camping. I ain't got no, man, thing. I'm telling you, man, this thing right here, the link's down below. All right, so it says it has all this stuff in it: fire starting material, you know, 30 gauge wire for animal snares, 100%. It's got wax jute ring for starting fires, so, and monofilament. So I don't think that one does, but I'm not sure. Let's see what else. And it's good for 620 pounds, over 620 pounds. So without further ado, let's get this thing apart and see what this is all about. Let me just take one at a time. All right, there's the fishing line right there. I probably can't see it in the camera, but now that does feel like it's very good. All right, don't need that right now. Here's the wire. I'm not so sure that this would be good for an animal snare. I don't know. I've never tried to snare an animal with something that small, so we'll see. Here is, let's see what this is. This is what we need. We need the wax jute ring right here. Well, this sucks because it's hard to get it out of there. There's probably an easier way. Maybe this will bring it out now. There we go. I should have waited. Let's see. Maybe it'll bring it out when it comes out. Nope. So the rest of it's inside there. Man, these no-seams are eating me up. I can feel it right there. This should be enough. Let's go ahead and rough it up a little bit and see if I can start a fire with it. I'm going to use the Bushcraft Essential stove, of course, like always. If you guys are in the market for any of this kind of stuff here, I have an Amazon link down below. It has plenty of stuff in it. You guys can feel free to look at it. I'm telling you, the stuff that I'm showing you is high quality, excellent stuff. Now, I feel like I may not have enough jute there, but we're going to try and see. I mean, all we can do is try. If not, I'm probably not going to cut any more of it up. But on the next, down there at the fireplace, I will make sure that I cut enough. I think it probably will be enough. I'm going to use that along with those little strands and then start it, and then we're going to cook our hot dogs and we're going to eat, because this dog down here is hungry. All right, so I got the jute. What I did is I just bird nested it up a little bit. I'm going to put it in here and see if indeed my fire will catch with it. I'm pretty sure it will. We'll find out though. We're gonna use the old fire still here. See what happens. All right, clearly it does work. Obviously I needed a lot more than that, and anyway, I just wanted to make sure it worked. The next fire I make will be with that stuff, and it will be literally with enough to make my fire. Like I said, I'm running out of time here. It doesn't look like it in the camera, but time is really ticking away. So I'm going to use these little fire starters that I have, and I got these from Amazon. Link obviously down below, and I have a store full of stuff. Check it out. I'm going to use these, start the fire, and then we're going to eat. I can see this is probably a bad idea with this titanium fork. All right, well, my wiener's done. It's pretty warm. We're gonna let him eat with us. I got him 2 of them in his kibble. There you go, boy. All I got is a little bit of mustard, some beans, and some hot dogs. I'm gonna eat before it gets cold. It amazes me when I use that can opener at work on my Leatherman or whatever, Gerber, whatever. And people are like, I had no idea how to even do that. Just simple skills, guys. Well, I didn't feel like cleaning the pot, so we're just gonna eat out of the can. This is the way we did back in Boy Scouts. We just cooked the whole thing like that over a fire, and yeah, it's gonna be hot, but I got my Leatherman, so we'll pull her out of the flames and we'll eat. Well, as the day is coming to an end, I forgot to show you guys the orange paracord. As you can see, plain and simple. I might turn on my light here in a second just so you can see me. So I didn't actually pull everything out of here like I did up there with the other one. Now this one here seems to pull out a little easier, but same thing at the end. It's kind of bound up a little bit, so I'm gonna have to cut it off. Yeah, it does come out a little easier. I think the reason why I didn't get the American one out easier, and I'm not defending America, even though I am, is because I was trying to horse it, and I think I should have just held it down and pulled it straight up. I don't know, this is my first time using this stuff, so we're definitely gonna try it again. Now this one does come with a little thread, which the thread seems to be fine. Everything that's in this one is in the other one, except this one does not have the wire that I see yet. Yeah, it doesn't have that that 30 gauge wire. So it does have everything else though, all the strands and the thread, and that might be it. These frogs are going crazy here. Bailey has never heard that before, so he's really freaking out. But anyway, we have got the same length of starter jute cord. I'm going to use this to start the fire tonight, and we're not going to start this yet, even though it is dark. I still have some tidying up to do up there. I got to clean my dishes real quick. Before it got too dark, I wanted to show you guys what I'm working with, so that's it. Alright, because it's getting very late now, getting ready to start a fire. Finished getting all my wood. All my stuff's done. It's dark. It's dark. So I got the light on. But we're going to try this now. It's called Sex on the Beach. And we're kind of on the beach, so by myself, so and a dog. It smells delicious. I will say it's not bad. I could probably drink it all, but I probably won't. It's pretty powerful. This, to me, would be one of those that you would have to drink a little bit and then drink this, at least for me. Alright, I couldn't find, like I said, an IPA. I wanted to find something that was, you know, something crazy name or whatever, but this is what I got. I don't know if I can finish it. I'm not just saying that. It's good. See that bee? It's one of them big old Japanese hornets. Son of a gun was big. Anyway, I'm probably going to end up dumping it out. Whew, that got me spooked. Y'all see it, right? Please tell me it was not just me. But anyway. It's a little bit too powerful for me. So, yeah. Bottoms up. Alright, so as you can see, the American, this is the Chinese one, but I don't know if you can see it, but see if I get the light so it's the right way. But the wax is just basically breaking off and falling where the American one didn't. That doesn't matter because the jute will definitely start. I'm having a harder time basically making a little rat's nest to get it broken up to start it, but no matter what, it will start because it's obviously frayed up. So we're going to start it up and see what happens, and watch out for them murder hornets. Here goes nothing. We'll see if this old Chinese stuff does what it's supposed to. Probably will. I mean, it is jute, after all. Boom. Hell yeah. Alright, so what I'm going to do before we end the video tonight is, a while back I did a video on through night lights. And I have an O light, that little one, and then I have the bigger one, the batons. And I'm going to shine it out through here, and we're going to see which one is better. Now, obviously, in my own opinion, I have not done this God's truth, so I don't know for sure, but I do know that most of the time, longer, bigger lights with bigger heads do better, but this little sucker right here has really impressed me a lot. So, anyway, we're going to do that here in just a few minutes after this fire. Well, it's already going, so I can't really say anything. But the jute did fine. The Chinese stuff, I mean, I really can't say too much bad about it yet. We're going to try the O-light and the through night here in just a second in the dark test. Because I got a pretty good swath I can shine down through here, so we'll see. Alright guys, if you want to see an in-depth review of any of these lights, this through night, these O-lights, I've got a video, guys, with links in my Amazon store to these lights. I can't say enough good things about both these lights. You can buy cheap ones if you choose to, but when you pay for quality, you get quality. So we're going to start out with my little light, the Baton 3. We're going to show you guys. I'm just going to show you on the high, and if I'm going to cycle through, I'm not going to say this is low, this is high, this, because if you want to see that video, feel free to. But like I said, this video here, honestly, is just to show you the difference. Now, this light, the through night, will be the last one that I do. I'm going to do the Baton 3 first, then the Baton 2, and I'll tell you when I do it. And there's a building over there which I'm going to light up, and that's when you'll see it. Alright, that is the Baton 3. That's shining the same distance, the level as the camera, so you guys can see. There's the building. It's a Baton 3, so it is a smaller light. Now we're going to go to the O-Light Baton 2, full turbo mode. Alright, and last but not least, we're going to go with the through night. I think we see the clear winner. Just saying. Alright, you guys can clearly see the difference. I mean, obviously, like I told you, usually the bigger flashlights have more of a beam. This thing really lit up the area. Now, the O-light did excellent. I'm not taking anything away from the O-light, because I love both lights. But, I mean, this is my hunting light. I'm still going to stick by it. You know, I'm still going to carry all the ones I carry with me, but this will be in my hunting bag at all times because it does come with that red lens that you can screw on here, which is phenomenal, let me tell you. But yeah, for a camping light or a hunting light, which I'm going to be using it for, 100% recommend this. This O light right here is a very, Baton 3 is excellent, guys. I'm telling you, cannot say nothing bad about any of these lights that I have, except the cheap mag lights. Don't like them anymore because they just don't perform. I wish they did because they're American made, but hey, whatever, you know. It is what it is, you know. When I need something, I need it to be good. Now I'm going to enjoy this fire, and I'm going to be hitting the bed here very shortly. It's about 10:30, and we got a big day ahead of us. All right, guys, I'll see you in the morning. All right, it's about 2:30. Old growly pants here had to wake up and had to pee anyway, so we both came out and restarted the fire here. It's actually pretty chilly now. Anyway, come out, there's some deer standing out here, so
pretty interesting right off the bat. Anyway, I see the moon. Looks like it's a half moon. I'm going to see if I can show you through the camera. Probably not, but anyway. I don't know how cool it is, but it is cool. Yeah, you can see the moon. It's coming up. That'd be pretty neat when it comes up. There's Mr. Growly Pants. He's a little nervous right now, especially after those deer come by. Anyway, moon sure is pretty. This is what's making all the noise. Here he comes. He's just hanging out. Clearly it's a beaver.
So I'd like to give you my thoughts on this Survivor cord right here. Let me just tell you this much. I think that a person needs some of it just to have it, especially if you are in the woods. That is what I'm gonna say. Now, I also believe that you should buy from the United States. This has more to offer than the China one does. Now, there's nothing wrong with the Chinese one. It's cheap. I think it's a little cheaper. I can't remember. I bought it quite a while ago. You know, this has more stuff in it. So honestly, I would, if you're gonna get one, make sure you try to support American products. Get this and just keep it with you. Just keep, 40 feet or so with you, because I don't really foresee myself needing 100 foot while I'm out here. Now, obviously, if I'm going to, like, let's say, hike the Appalachian Trail or something like that, where I'm going to be gone for several days, yeah, I think it's a good thing to definitely, take with you. But for me, I will probably keep about 10 feet or so with me. That way I have that jute in there to start a fire with, and then, the wire if I need it for whatever reason. I do like the little thread it has in it and everything. So, honestly, guys, it's pretty high quality. So, definitely support American products. But I'm going to say this. Look at this yellow jacket. I'm going to say this. There's nothing wrong with either one of them, except this has more to offer. And you're supporting American jobs. So, that's all I'm going to say about it. If you're going to buy one, though, just spend a little bit more money and get the American product. Also, I will leave the link down below to my store where all the stuff is located. Check it out there. You can see how much it costs. You guys can decide if it's worth it to you or not. It may not be, but it may be. Like I said, I'm going to just carry just a few feet of it, and yeah. And one more thing. This knife, I'm telling you, when I told you before, it's lived to everything I put it through. I mean, it cut a pretty nice size chunk of wood, and you can see there's no marking on it. It's still high quality. I have nothing bad to say about it. It's still sharp. I can still do feather sticks with it if you're into that. But anyway, yeah, good knife. This will obviously be down my link also. Alright, we got the camp all cleaned up, and there's actually people hiking up here, which is kind of weird because they came in from an opposite way that I've never even known you can come. Today we're gonna go find out where that spot is. Not on the video, but just for me. Alright guys, listen, we're getting ready to head out here. All of our trash is cleaned up, plus somebody else's. So make sure that when we leave, you guys wave at me and Bailey. Till the next one, God bless, and we'll see you on the next one. Make sure you wave.